Much better scrum. Van Niekerk tried to go through the tackle of Carter. Now January. All Blacks having to defend right in front of their own goalpost here. January ducking and diving. Berger. They're inside that 5-metre line.
Stay back,
The ball is still there for them. January tries to organise it. Matfield is going to scoop. Still on the Springbok side. Again Berger. All Blacks looking to drive over the top. And they've done it. Ellis is driven back, but offside. Offside against Barkey's Porter.
Offside.
He's complaining, but no one's ever changed the referee's mind.
Well, there's too many players out there trying to referee the game at the moment. Lisbo on both sides, waving their arms, claiming this and that.
Well, they had the drive on there. There it is. Numbers there, wasn't it? Harley Williams, I think Brad Thorne between them. Tinsel movement.
Just be on the line, please.
Rain continues to fall. Nearly 15 minutes gone first half. Carter penalty, James penalty. Tipped on the All Black side by Thorne and snapped up by Kano. Andrew Hoare tries to make some ground. Again Kano. Good solid defence in close though by the Springboks. Ball comes back untidily. Somerville tries to snap it up. Ellis had to turn and kick. Kicked it straight to Victor Matfield though. Now it goes to Adrian Jacobs. And the Springboks back in possession with January. Ndungani drops it on the ground and into touch it goes.
Well, they'll be pretty happy about that, I think, the Boks. Get another opportunity at line out. Thorne got the last one, but he was under pressure. The Boks will look to close up the gap between the two jumpers, crowd the space.
Full line out again. Remember, you can have any number. Either side could have any number they like these days. Short they go for Jerome Kano. Ellis looking to find Carter, but in the end kicks himself. Habana waits. Savivatu times it beautifully. All Blacks get there a bit quicker, and Brad Thorne has it. Driven back in a good tackle by Jean de Villiers. And it's been stolen by John Smith. Now it's with Steenkamp. January clears it off to Berger. Smith now Matfield. Thunderous tackle on him, and the ball spilled loose. Big tackle. I think Conrad Smith nailed him.
Did enough, didn't he, to force the forward pass.
One thing Stu Dickinson's really going to have to sort out is all this stuff that's going on off the ball. You're probably not going to see it here, but every breakdown, every midfield movement, there are players being checked, niggled, grabbed, pushed. It's just that sort of it is a scrap. It's an absolute scrap out there, and I guess that's what we've come to expect over the years when these teams meet.
Touch, pause, engage.
Yes, it's never been any different since 1921 when they first opposed each other. Carter with the left boot. Habana waits. Oh, beautifully taken by Conrad Yanchis. And he's away. He's got Habana in close attendance. Savivatu got him though. Now January, James. They'll have to chase back here, and the All Blacks hoping it goes over the line, and yes it does. And Andy Ellis is able to force for a restart from the 22.
Bit of a waste, wasn't it, from Ellis? I'm not sure what from Butch James, not sure what he was trying to do. They're getting numbers though, aren't they? The Springboks to the breakdown. Getting the pick and go.
Carter's restart from the 22, lined up by de Villiers. Now January for Habana. goes short, but that was a real hospital pass. Oh, Smith taken out too. All Blacks, though, have a chance here for Ali Williams, looking to hold everybody off. Smith had recovered quickly, decided to get on with the game. Now Nonu smashing his way in. This is a hugely physical game at this stage. Anyway, Carter clears it off. Muliaina, Sivivatu gets the arms free. Back it goes to So'ialo. 15 metres away, the All Blacks. Now Ellis sweeps it clear to Carter. Here comes the cross kick with Williams waiting. Big collision, as we'd expect. Everybody seems to have picked themselves up. The Springboks, though, have got the advantage. And January hoofs it off downfield. Carter waiting back. And it drifts in field. So Carter taking on Ndungani. Snapped up by Andrew Hoare. Just stays in the field of play. The All Blacks right near the 22. Ellis swings it wide for Nonu. Now Thorne. Really is some thunderous tackling going on here. Smith gets rid of it quickly. Cleared it up to Williams. Williams puts his boot to it. Bounces off the leg of Ndungani. And everybody can take a break. Boy.
Well, the defence from both sides is absolutely outstanding. The weakness that we thought that the Springboks might have had in the back three was Conrad Yancey so far is really playing very well in that area. He's commanding the ball, he's calling early and he's running forward to get it.
You can see why they've picked him against ahead of Percy Montgomery. He's had an outstanding year so far, Yanchis, and he hasn't put a foot wrong so far tonight.
Andrew Hoare. Williams comes forward. Deflects it on the All Black side. Somerville.
No advantage two coming through there.
Yeah, John Schmidt coming round. He would have said that the line out had finished and it was an open maul. That's why he's arguing. He's spent a fair bit of time in Europe recently. Here you watch this. Here he comes round.
Quite clearly offside. So an opportunity here for Dan Carter to give the All Blacks the lead back.
You can see the pattern emerging in this game, though, can't you? The Springboks very dangerous from broken play, capitalising on little mistakes. The All Blacks, when they get a roll going, they get a bit of ball on the front foot. You can see the danger coming through in these backs. It's just really going to depend on who gets on top up front.
Looks good. It is good. 2 penalty goals now for Carter. 6 points to 3. The All Blacks in front.
It's interesting if I'm just looking at the line-outs, for example, New Zealand, well, they've won all the line-outs because the Boks have been kicking the ball out, so they haven't got that dominance that they thought they'd have. In fact, they haven't won a line-out so far, the Springboks. Disrupted a bit, but that's all.
Butch James. Williams waits. Matfield lines him up. Oh, down he goes. Referee's ignored that one. Gets up rather gingerly, Ali Williams, but he seems okay. Carter bangs it high. Ndungani wants this one. Nicely claimed. Pushing it across field. And a very good kick indeed. Ogwa Ndungani. All Blacks want to throw this quickly, and they've done so. Could have got themselves into trouble, but Carter cleverly managed to evade the first attacker. Now it's with Habana. Chased down. Plenty of black jerseys there. In fact, far more black jerseys. This should come out the All Black side, and it does. No, he knocked it back.
Ooh, lucky.
Yeah, he was lucky. James going back. Smith is chasing him down. And Smith nails him. He was the only All Black there, though. And now it's been knocked on by Greg Somerville.
Maybe a bit of justice for the Boks. Hands go up in the air.
Yeah, they're fine. They moved. Next one.
So the kicking game of the All Blacks, TJ, starting to work for them. They're turning them round, getting numbers there, making the first-time tackle. Springboks aren't getting the players back quickly enough. They were in the first 10 minutes. They're not now.
It was a great chase on Habana. It was about a 4-1 situation. He was never going to win. Butch James will be relieved.
Oh, tough justice against Woodcock. He had the pressure on.
Off goes January. Fires the pass to Van Niekerk.
They're on the way.
January has them all lined out this near side for Skulkberger. Good run by the flanker. Lays it back, but Andrew Hoare has been penalised for being offside.
You've let go, you're not bound.
Off his feet too. Did everything wrong.
You're offside. Yeah, once he's gone, no. It's already formed. So he's let go, he's offside. Shot.
Good run, wasn't it, from Berger? Got over the advantage line well and truly. Had the cavalry arriving as well, so they just cleared the ball away. And I think, well, Hall sees it and says, it's mine.
These fellas look as though they're watching a cricket test.
On his feet, mate. He's just on his hands, pushing his way through. He's got to keep his weight on his feet.
Just an update on the weather, guys. Same as for the start of the game. Steady rain falling, no real wind. Just waiting to see whether that southerly arrives. If it does, look out.
So Butch James looking to level up the scores and not able to do so. All Blacks continue to lead then, 6 points to 3 with 25 minutes gone, first half. Carter goes short this time. Soyalo, oh, it's been almost intercepted by Matfield. And the All Blacks taking a bit of a risk there. They went short. Victor Matfield was onto it.
They had the numbers, the All Blacks. They all lined out this side. It wasn't a high kick to the corner. 3 box against 5 All Blacks. Matfield shows his skills. Look at that. He says, oh, what could have been.
Not really the night for that sort of thing, is it?
No.
Yeah, I will.
Again, the scrum was under pressure. I thought Woodcock was unlucky last time. He got the penalty, but he was the aggressor.
Pause, engage. Stand up. Stand up.
So Vanderlinde's going to try and take it down on his side. He's got to get as low as he can to negate the Woodcock shove.
Touch. Pause.
And he's got to get a good hit on. That's a better hit.
January gets this one clear. Now James slips the pass to Barner, but he's knocked it on. He was almost into the gap.
A great tackle by Carter had to be made. This guy is like greased lightning.
Well, it was clever play too, wasn't it? Because Butch James took the ball right to the advantage line. Look at this here. He's holding up the pass, holding up the pass. The space was created. Nonu had gone wide. Jan de Villiers.
I think, to be fair, though, he dropped the ball before Carter made the tackle.
It's inside the 22. It's inside the 22. Crouch.
Scrum is inside the 22, so they will be able to kick this out directly if they wish. Kano back to Ellis. Ellis spins it on. Muliaina down for Conrad Janchis. Hoisting high again. Carter waits. Janchis coming quickly, very quickly, but he spins out of his tackle. And Carter's good enough to get his kick away. Habana waits. Has support from Van Niekerk. And away goes Joe Van Niekerk. And throws a hospital pass. And gets in to help out, but he came from an offside position.
Put it down.
He made the mistake.
Put it down.
Did Van
Not through the
Niekerk.
gate, straight in the side and off your feet.
Tried to correct it and got himself offside.
Well, he's running sideways for a start. Smith, his defence has been outstanding, hasn't it?
Just put it down when you... OK, just leave it. Just taking the ball away. That was 8 coming in the side, John. 8 coming in the side and off his feet.
Well, that was just an error, really, by an experienced player, Joe Van Niekerk, playing tonight, test number 48, threw a terrible pass and then tried to correct it and was offside.
Interesting call to pick him ahead of Spies and Kankowski. Two tremendous players. I think the experience factor got it for him.
Yeah, I reckon so. All 3 loose forwards in the Springboks have played 40-plus test matches. Looking to bring it round. Beautifully judged. A 3rd penalty goal for Dan Carter. 9 points to 3. Well, it's everything we expected it would be in the first 29 minutes. Player in front, a mile in front, as the kickoff is made. Up goes Williams. And again, taken in the air. This time it's spotted.
No, we hit him first.
It is a penalty.
Well, good from Ali Williams. He's the go-to man for the kick.
Worth making the point that we're back to assistant referees tonight. They're not touch judges. They're allowed to assist the referee in any way they see fit.
There was Victor Matfield. Rain just intensifies a little bit as Andrew Hoare throws. Goes short to Kano. Hoare gets it back. Hard man to put down as he charges into Springbok territory. All Blacks looking to work the fringes. Woodcock has to lay it back. Now Ellis. Carter again stabbing it through. Habana waits. This one's shallow. Nonu fired it off to Smith. Here's an opportunity. Rudy Wolf. 10 metres away. All Blacks piling into this one. They're looking for quick ball. It's a bit slow as Ellis gets it off now to Adam Thompson. Smashed in the tackle.
Berger, amazing.
Just launched himself at Adam Thompson. Now Ellis again. Fires it off. Carter, or charged. Habana. Soialo looks to control it. Can't do so. And it's off the boot of Van Niekerk. And it should be All Black ball.
Oh, the commitment of some of these Springboks in the loose and in the tackle situation, particularly Skalk, Berger and Bucky's Bolt. It's unbelievable.
Wonderful kick this, though, wasn't into space. Sure, they got the bounce. Nono, they're looking for the pass straight away. But you're right, Tony. They're backing up very quickly, the box, aren't they? And they had to here.
Well, it was those two that got back. And then Berger got up and made another big tackle.
Territory and possession very much in the All Blacks' favour.
Well, here we go, 31 minutes. If the Springboks kick this out, I could be wrong. I don't think they've had a throw into the line-out so far in this game, which is extraordinary, isn't it? Because that's what we thought was one of their strengths. So far, I think the All Blacks are leading the line-out 7-0. No disrespect to the Boks, they haven't had a throw. Remarkable.
Few penalties in the game too, Drakey.
Yes.
When you consider that the only penalisable offences under the Elves are offside play and foul play, which I guess persistent infringing would come into foul play. Ball is up off the ground here. Springboks looking to get it down, and they do. All Blacks having a go, though. Now John Schmidt held up by Adam Thompson and driven back, getting no change at all. James comes in, puts it straight up in the air, though. And All Blacks claim it beautifully through Ellis. And the Springboks, superior numbers. James kicks again. Getting back is Wolf, and it bounces, and it's a good kick. Thought about the quick throw, but thought better of it. And the rain really is getting very heavy.
Not before half-time. You just want to keep your cool down in that corner. They'll get the throw in the box and try and come across the line, I'm sure.
Tough night for the players. Tough night for the spectators.
Full line out.
Williams, good throw by Hall. Williams stretching across.
Hear the word sack it, that's what they're trying to do.
Well, of course they're allowed to. Ellis kicking. Wolf coming through quickly. After it all, almost a collision. Ball knocked down. And Williams decides to give it a hoof, and that's a good kick. Oh no, not so good. Not so good.
Just had too much on it.
It's too good.
I'm not sure which ankles saw, but just got a bit too much on it. Lovely spiral kick.
Springbok line-out throw.
Shortish line-out, and the All Blacks have matched it up.
Macfield hauls it in. Ricky January. Oh, awkward pass. It was dying on Butch James, and he knocked it on.
I think he's picked it up.
Cross forward, nothing there.
It was one of those passes that never quite arrived. It was dropping.
There's no offside there because once he's dropped it back.
Soialo there. I said the All Blacks matched it up actually, but they had more players in the line out. Soialo took advantage of that. That means he didn't have to be back the 10 metres from the line out, and he could get a flyer at Butch James, and that was enough just to put them off.
Stand up, please. Wait for me. Wait for me.
So they're split both ways here. Carter's been the go-to man. That's the way the scrum's naturally going to go.
Kano flicks it back through the legs untidy. Ellis needs a bit of help. It's there for him, and Brad Thorne.
Nothing there first. 12, let it go. You're off your feet. Let it go straight away.
Free kick for the All
let it go,
Blacks.
please.
They can scrum it, of course, but
Yeah, you got to let it go. You're off your feet.
they decide to go. Ellis gave it off to Carter. This one will land 5 metres in Springbok territory. Macfield up after it. It's been knocked back. Oh, Sivivatu absolutely nails him. Joanne Smith. Now here's a chance for John de Villiers. He's got Habana. Trouble here for the All Blacks. Habana chased across by Wolf. That is a brilliant try. Brian Habana scores the opening try.
You're happy you tried?
He's wanting to go upstairs to have a look at it. I don't think there's too much doubt about it. Didn't Joanne Smith do well at the breakdown? If it was him, he held his feet. They cleared the ball very quickly, and they ran very good lines down the tram line, very straight. De Villiers, we know he's got pace, and he just sets it up. This is the end of it. What are they trying to see there? I'm blown if I know.
About it. Yes.
Stuart, George here.
Yes.
Try's been scored.
Thank you.
Awarded.
Try awarded.
It's the danger of de Villiers.
Yeah, you're right. He's quick, but he runs good lines. Also, at the breakdown, they managed to actually clear the ball very quickly. There's Smith, he's not happy. Jacobs, lovely pass, wasn't it? Into space. Habana, well, we know what he can do there. Greatest finisher maybe in world rugby.
De Villiers found a bit of space. Sivivatu tried to grab him, wasn't able to do so. And once it was in the arms of Habana, best finisher of all. And now Butch James sideline to give the Springboks the lead, but he can't do it. So the All Blacks have a 1-point advantage. Brian Habana, 31st test try, third against the All Blacks.
Give him a message. All right, do you want timeout? Timeout. Timeout.
That's the danger of this side. They can turn a half chance into a try.
He's played the ball on the ground twice, he's done it.
Great finisher.
Yeah.
Now, I think we're getting a replacement player on here. I think John Smith might be heading to the sideline, Tony.
Bismarck Duplessis getting ready.
Leg injury, isn't it?
Well, it's a blow come scrum time, but this guy will give them great value around the field. He's a tremendous player. Lose a bit of leadership as well. Presumably Matfield takes over as captain.
Well, he was skipper against Italy, wasn't he? So you'd think so.
Okay, time back on.
So Smith out of the game as the restart is made. Thompson getting down and Matfield can't hang on. Habana has to grab it. January fires it back to James, and his kick is in touch, just out from the 22. So it's the Springboks who come up with the opening try of this season's Tri-Nations.
Just one from Ripley's, believe it or not, guys. It stopped raining.
Oh, goodness.
All Blacks want to speed this up. We've got a minute or so to go.
Way to the back, over the top to Ellis. Can't get the bounce though. It's been grabbed by De Villiers. And clear break here. The All Blacks just missing a couple of tackles as January gets it off. Back it goes to Borta, hands it off to Van Niekerk. Chased across field. Ran away from his support. Stabbed ahead by Sivivatu. Williams shoves a man out of the road. Be fair to say the Springboks are running some interesting lines as James hoofs it off downfield. Muliaina comes outside the 22. James again. This one he keeps very low. Whether he meant to or not, I'm not sure. Now Sivivatu. His kick is off the side of the boots and A.D. Jacobs lets it go.
Just starting to look a bit more threatening in midfield, though, the Boks, aren't they? A couple of very nice offloads in traffic just to put a man into a gap. That was very threatening from A.D. Jacobs.
Well, they're getting a bit more ball too, Tony. It was about 70-30 for most of the first half, but now they've evened it up a wee bit. 56-44. And with more ball, they can dictate the game a bit more.
All Black coaches wait sideline with time up. Bismarck Duplessis' first throw. He's snapped up by So'oialo as the siren goes. All Blacks looking to cash in right here just before half-time. Carter, away it goes to Smith, looking to straighten it up. Smack into De Villiers, just inside the 22. Ball is there again for Ellis. Carter, right-footed drop kick, and it's underneath. And that will be it as the attempted drop kick misses out. Stu Dickinson wants to be checked upstairs. He doesn't quite know, but we can tell him that it wasn't 3 points. So Stuart Dickinson will stand out there and wait for the next 20 seconds or so when he gets a decision. But the players are all heading to the dressing rooms. It's half-time. It's 9. Stu Dickinson blows the whistle, and the second half is underway. The All Blacks leading by 9 points to 8. And the kick-off, Habana just got it on the second take. And gets his kick away into touch. A nervous moment.
Didn't warm up his hands enough, eh? Oh, looking at the player, looking at the footsteps. Cleans it up. Shortish line out from the All Blacks, and the Boks have matched them up.
Williams tipped away from him by Matfield. And it's been claimed by Van Niekerk, and the All Blacks lose the opportunity. Here's Bismarck Duplessis, the replacement for John Smith, trying to spin away. January kicks. Habana running through onto this, or they're going to let it bounce. No, it's been grabbed by De Villiers. All Blacks were uncertain there. There was hesitancy. pushing and shoving going on. Meanwhile, Ellis gets it going quickly. Now it's Muliaina stabbing it through Yanchis. And Dan Carter has to tidy this up. The All Blacks won't be trying anything flash from here. Carter's going to have a go, and he's been done too. Good tackle by Conrad Yanchis. All Blacks, though, have control of it, but they're deep inside their own 22. And a knock on.
Scored by 2.
Well, the problem they had too, they didn't have a kicker. Carter was down the bottom of there. Nonu, he was in the box for the kick, and I think they looked around and said, no, we'll do something different. Cost them. Again, Yanchis, he's had a superb game. Carter does everything right. After he'd made the mistake, you'd have to say. Springbok scrum. Let's just see if the All Blacks can get that hit on that Hansen was talking about.
Controlled at the back by Van Meerkerk. Now James stabs it through. Rudy Wolf anticipates. Couldn't wait for it to go over the line, but he's done really well. That's a great kick downfield. Now Macfield is going back. Wolf is leading the charge, and Macfield got the pass off to Joanne Smith. Carter makes a good tackle. The Springboks have got themselves into a bit of strife here. All Blacks looking to walk over the top of this. They get a penalty. No, a free kick. Initially he made it a penalty, but then I think he realised that it's the Elves that we're playing. So it's just a free kick, which makes a huge difference. Ellis. Away goes to Smith, running it back. Inside the 22 go the All Blacks. Their first decent attacking opportunity in the second half. Ellis. Good run by Andrew Ellis. Dug out by Nonu. And the All Blacks go another 5 metres. Ellis looking away to the right. Now he has a glance to the left. Maybe a drop kick. No, Carter runs at least Sivi. No, it's Muliaina runs onto it. Ellis now. Carter throws the dummy. Oh, they went high. No reaction at all from the ref. All Blacks with a decent line out to that right-hand side. They're going to go left though with Ellis.
They've got a lot of forwards out there. Ali Williams and Co Somerville.
Now Wolf fires it away for Carter. Out into midfield it goes. Nonu. Smith. Nicely done by Muliaina. Took Habana out of the play. Now Andrew Hoare can't get rid of CJ Funderlander. All Blacks hammering away with Andrew Hoare this time. Now Carter to Woodcock. Carter gets it back. Carter still going. Now there's a chance. Thorne, Kano, and Kano's in.
Patient build-up, wasn't it? Side to side. You saw Ellis in that corner. He went blind with So'alu once, and then went right across the other side of the field. Matched up Woodcock. He knows not to get in the way of that. Straight running from Thorne. He was always going to have the momentum, and he's got a skipper right next to him. That's a great start for the All Blacks second half.
So Jerome Kano off the pass from Brad Thorne. He gets his first test try, and what a big one it is too.
Couple of magic touches in there from Daniel Carter. After one of them, he just about had his head taken off by Butch James, but he suffered no damage, and the timing of the pass to Thorne was everything.
Well, the first points after half-time, so important, and it gives the All Blacks a buffer.
I think one of the Springbok props was going to leave the field as well. He was in a tussle. I think he tried to tackle Ali Williams and it didn't come out so good.
Yeah, Brian Majati warming up in 17. And off comes CJ.
sideline. Oh, that's a beauty.
You think Carter knew how important that kick could turn out to be. He took every second at his disposal.
Here it is again, the double round.
Just a little delay, Drakey.
Yeah, and the straight running too from Thorne makes it very hard. The Boxers defended well, but they just ran out of numbers. You can just see it from the coaching staff.
Well, the kickoff, and it's been touched. Well, I think it was touched by a Springbok first, but now Wolf being held back. Just a little niggling going on at times. Here's a good run by De Villiers. Ndungani as the Springboks look to bounce back. Now Scott Berger. Williams goes after him. He's holding him off. Almost down to the 22. January now. Next man is Joanne Smith. January again. James to De Villiers. Getting a bit crowded in midfield. Ball lost.
Well, you can blame the replacement for that. Bismarck du Plessis, he just got all in the way as things were starting to open up. But boy, he made a bad miss from the restart, the ref, because it was Matfield who came through and propelled the ball forward. It didn't go the 10 before it was played by an All Black.
Yeah, Brad Thorne, though, great tackle. Turned the player the other way, lost the ball, they'll get the scrum.
Touch, pause, engage.
So a change in the front row for the Springboks as Ellis takes a wee while to grab it, finally does. Muliaina chips it, Sivi Vatu flying, and great work by Yanchis again. He's had a top game. Springboks get the free kick. Habana. That's the 10-metre line in All Black territory. Du Plessis again.
Bit isolated.
Takes a bit of putting down. January waits. Joanne Smith, the welcoming party. January again. James turns it back to Berger. Chased and taken down. All Black defence holding up and not freed.
He can't come in there anyway. We'll get him holding on first.
Ellis. Carter. Open spaces here. Wide open spaces.
Well, they'll concede the lineup, but they won't be too fast. Look at that. And if you're a forward, you love that. Right down in the corner. Springboks, just since half-time, Tony, they've been struggling to get over the advantage line with the pick and go, and they're suffering for it.
Yeah, they're running into contact, running into collisions, not looking for the space that they were doing in the last 10 or 15 minutes of the first half, Drakey, when they opened up a few holes.
Bismarck du Plessis. Matfield. Kano got up, disturbed the Springbok ball. Now the All Blacks, no. It was a knock on. I think he waved it on initially.
Then by Black there.
But I think maybe the assistant referee, as they're so grandiosely called these days, has intervened.
Good pressure at line-out from the All Blacks. I think they had more numbers. The Box had 5, and I think we had about 7.
Well, that's been knocked on by Bucky's Bolter. I think he's got this one wrong too.
Springbok scrum hasn't been that flash. All Blacks might have pushed us through the 90 degrees.
No, you'll get them for going up. They're lucky.
Scrum is up first.
Again, it's Woodcock on this side, squeezing it round.
Ryan Mujati.
Crouch. Touch, pause, engage.
Onto this tight head side now. This one works a bit better as De Villiers again makes a powerful run. Takes a bit of pressure off. January kicks and kicks early. Wolf waits. All Blacks looking to run this. Muliaina chimes in, looking dangerous. Decided to hang on right near the 22. Alice Carter dropping back, decided not to go to Carter's side. Instead, it's Somerville who ploughs on. Lays it back for Soriano. Now Ellis to Sivi Vatu. All Blacks really putting the pressure on here. Nonu fires the pass off to Tony Woodcock, smashes into Berger and loses the ball, and that's lost forward by Tony Woodcock, who was a big part of that last, or the only All Black try so far, getting out there and running with the ball.
Yeah, he'll be a bit disappointed. The Berger tackle had to be made. Look at this, black.
What's that guy made of, Berger? Not flesh and blood like the rest of us. He's made out of rock.
Yes, tremendous player.
Still, they've got to put the ball in the Springboks, and huge pressure last scrum.
Touch, pause, engage.
Good hit from Woodcock.
Come straight, please. Chip, heads up. Heads up.
Two changes in that Springbok front row since the start of this match.
Crouch. Touch, pause, engage.
Now January feeds. Back for Butch James. Again, it's a wobbly old kick, but it's into touch.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad scrum from the Springboks. I'll be reasonably happy with that. Just after half-time, Tony, you'd have to say the All Blacks' intensity just been a bit stronger, hasn't it?
Well, they got themselves into a little bit of trouble early on when Dan Carter tried to run it out, but I think there's been a definite effort to pick up the pace of the game.
Quick throw by Hall. All Blacks will get it back. Kano ploughing up the middle. And
This man taking him through here.
well, he's got the All Blacks for taking some of the Springboks out of the road. He did look a little suspicious.
Away you go.
I'm just wondering about Victor Matfield. You know, we've talked about the tremendous work rate of some of the other players, but apart from lineouts, we're not seeing a lot of them.
Yeah, he's cleaned it through.
Oh, yeah, Ali Williams, wasn't it? Got just enough of them.
Yeah, and Thompson too on the other side, so parting the sea. There's Matfield.
Well, he's coming out of second division rugby in France into the white-hot atmosphere of Test rugby. Might be short of a gallop. Borta drags it in. Now, this is a rolling ball. We haven't seen many of them because, of course, you can't do much with them these days. Now de Villiers, slip past Carter, taken by So'oialo. Free kick.
You're backing straight. Leave it go, Black. Let it go, Black. Number one's got to move.
January.
Play on.
Up it goes for Nierkirk. Springboks with January. Great tackle and snapped up by Nonu.
That was Carter.
Ball cleared. Carter's back in position. And once again, the wide open spaces. Kano and Wolf doing the chasing. And Conrad Jansi's got out of one. He won't get out of another one, though. All Blacks keen to get the ball.
Great tackle from Carter, wasn't right on the advantage line. Then he puts them downtown. They'll just keep it cool here. Full line out.
Poor throws. Deflected. So'oialo knocked it back. So it should be there on the All Black side.
He is just kicking out. Stay back. Number one. Pull forward back. Please get him back. 4 green. Take a step. 4 green. You're offside. 4 green.
Darkey's border being told to get back. Ellis to Woodcock. Back to Ellis. Then Williams. They're still 12 metres out from the line. Looking to drag the Springbok pack in. Duplessis has a decent go. Now the All Blacks start to peel away.
Well, it's so slow, they're just going to have to set up another more. You can see even the backs are coming close.
Ball's gone loose. Now it's been picked up by Smith. And now the All Blacks have some momentum. It's on the Springbok side, though. They've done well to defend this. January to de Villiers, Jacobs, Habana looking to outflank Wolf, couldn't do it, and the All Blacks will have a line out.
There was some brilliant work from Bismarck du Plessis. He's the man who made the tackle and held Conrad Smith up and managed to get the ball back off him. The Boks looked like they're ready to make another change. And not long before we'll see Luke Watson into the loose forwards. And I think Francois Steyn may not be far off either. Just watch du Plessis here.
Yeah, there he is, gets his hands on the ball, doesn't he? Momentum goes with him. And a tackle from Burger just before that too. They didn't get it, but they did enough to rock the All Black attack.
Just got to keep working at those first place runs. Keep working at the last feet. Right, let's go. Let's go. So just hold there. Time back on.
16 minutes gone. Second half. Kano not able to claim it, and the Springboks back in charge of the ball. January kicking himself. Again, he'll have Habana racing onto this. Sivivatu just on the Springbok side of halfway. There for Ellis. Now Nonu in a little bit of space. Puts the foot down. Nonu makes a clean break. Had to hang on. Still going though. And now lays it back Ellis. Here's Williams. 10 metres away the All Blacks. Flying into the ruck now Ellis again. To Wolf. Ellis wants to clear it quickly. Does so. Carter stabs the kick through. And no, he's offside. Offside.
In front of the kick is the call. It'll be interesting to have a look at it again. He was adamant.
Kick out number 8, the try scorer.
Boy,
Let's
he
have
better
a-
make sure he's got this right.
Oh, I'd say no. From this angle. Where did he get the call from? Was it from the, what are they, assistant ref?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It looked okay, didn't it? It
Wow.
looked okay.
You see it every week on the NRL, and I think they'll be saying it was fine.
Call might have come from James Leckie on the sideline. We may never know.
And the Boks get out of charge now. Just have a look at it very, very closely. Oh, I don't think so. But there again, camera angle.
Gauthro Steenkamp goes for a bit of a run. Looks like we're going to see Francois Steyn into the game fairly shortly.
Here they come. Joe van Niekerk leaves the field for Luke Watson, and Butch James leaving the field for Steyn.
Great outside break from Nonu, wasn't it? You beat Jan de Villiers, and that's not easy to do on the outside, and that's pleasing to see.
So Bismarck du Plessis tipped. January put under pressure, but he does well to clear and gets good distance into his kick. Sivivatu feeds it off for Muliaina. Now Wolf. Good tackle by Adi Jacobs and stolen away by Juan Smith. They had more players to the loose ball, the Springboks, and were rewarded too. Now Steyn's got a kick. His first kick is going to be fielded by Smith. Conrad Smith, he doesn't kick very often. Looked as though he was going to there for a moment. 5 metres on the All Black side of halfway. Ellis. Now, another test for Yanchis. He's been absolutely super under that high ball, but he can't get away from Sivivatu. Thompson there scrapping for the loose ball. Sivivatu couldn't regather. Now it's with Bismarck du Plessis. The pass from Ricky January. And the Springboks down towards halfway as this test match continues at a furious pace. Steyn for Ndungani. Across it comes to de Villiers. Smith now for Jacobs. Carries on running, but he's in touch. Put his foot into touch, I think, before he kicked it.
They ran out of space, the Springboks. It was pretty pedestrian across the back line. A lot of hands. No one was straightening it up and making the All Black defence wonder what was going to go across here. Yep, there goes the foot.
Wind starting to get up, fellas. I think it's coming from the south.
20 minutes remaining in the test. 73rd international between the Springboks and the All Blacks. All Blacks looking to make a change.
Yeah, Lauaki ready to come on. It'll be for Adam Thompson. Here it is. Thompson's speed round the field has been useful.
Line out throw. Not a good one. The Springboks have it. Stain looks to get away, then fires it off to Habana in a bit of space. Now he's got Janchis with him. All Blacks looking to close him down. Just out from the 22, January working blindside. Gave it back to Habana. Muliaina had to make the tackle. All Blacks, I think, stole that through Andrew Ellis. Now Smith feeds it back. And who, believe it or not, Ali Williams.
Got that one right, Ali.
That is a tremendous clearance.
I think that foot must be okay.
Biggest first fight in world rugby.
Well, the man who has probably been South Africa's best player is about to leave the field. Conrad Janchis about to be replaced by Percy Montgomery at fullback.
Closing in on 100 test matches. Tipped by Matfield. Falls nicely. Now Stain. Stain looking to get through Lauaki. He's lost the ball forward.
Lost nothing there.
Well, Stain is going to run at the All Black defence. That's the way he plays the game. And so they're going to have to be very careful and close.
And he runs with the ball in two hands as well, so he makes the defence wonder whether he's going to pass or go himself.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Kano sets it up for Ellis. Another test for Janchis coming forward. There's Muliaini's lost this one though, and Sivivadu's grabbed it. So the All Blacks have an opportunity here, just out from the 22. Ellis looking for quick clearance. Oh, it's taking an age. First receiver is Thorne, hands it on to Soialo. Now Nonu to Smith. Now Wolf brings it back in field as the All Blacks set it again near the 22. Soialo to Ellis. Needs someone to straighten this pretty quickly. It's been knocked forward by John de Villiers, and so it will be a scrum.
He rushed up out of the defence again. The All Blacks using the tactic of going from side to side, just trying to stretch the defence. They scored a try and just after half-time doing the same kind of thing. Villiers recognised that.
Here's that change I was talking about. Interesting one. Montgomery on. Janchis off. That dropped high ball, really the first thing he's done wrong all night. Maybe caught in possession a couple of times. Leon McDonald warming up for the All Blacks.
Percy Montgomery, the only survivor of the last time the Springboks won in New Zealand 10 years ago. Here's Nonu. This time they grab him. 5 out from the 22. Ellis gets it back. Rushed it a bit though. No, he didn't knock it on. Now it's been knocked on though by Adi Jacobs.
Here,
Springboks not happy about that call.
It looked a bit rough to me, actually.
The change will be in the three-quarter line. Sitiveni Sivivadu's going to come off. Leon McDonald's going to come on. Presumably, Muliaina will go to the wing.
Sorry.
16 minutes left.
Pause, engage.
An absorbing game, this one. Kano, at least Lauaki, of course, now playing off the back. Hasn't released that. I think the Springboks should get that. Yeah, they should.
Holding on.
It was Ricky January. He had every right to get the ball. Berger. And nobody to pass it to. Now January. He's been something of a revelation tonight. Stain first forced onto the left boot. Knocked on. One of those awkward ones.
Yeah, you're right about January. Right from the start, hasn't he? He's been pugnacious, aggressive, all the things you like in a halfback. Defended very, very well. Taken some good options as well.
One or two raised eyebrows that he didn't get at Ruan Pienaar, didn't get the start, but Ricky January has certainly justified the faith placed in him. 15 remaining. Box scrum holding up a bit better in the second half. January for Stain. Big test. Holding up though. This will come down outside the 22. Muliaina goes early and doesn't get a fingertip on it. Tidied up by Rodney So'oialo. Carter has dropped back for the clearing kick, which won't be able to go into touch because it's been taken back inside the 22. Stain waits. Oh, he might have a drop kick. Gee whiz. Just under, I think.
You might have a look here.
It's not bad into the wind, TJ.
Well, it's not a huge win, but it doesn't matter.
That's gone over.
That's a huge kick.
Oh.
Just can't tell him the
No,
lights.
there's one or two people raising their hands behind the goalpost here. I might just be short, I think. Boy, just under.
Just under.
Yeah,
Yep, just under. What a kick.
Well, that would have put them in within scoring distance, wouldn't it, between the All Blacks?
TMO wants to have another look, but I think that's evidence enough.
Yeah.
Stewie.
Yeah. Yes, George.
That has gone under the crossbar.
Okay, thank you. You're up.
That
Back
would have
on,
been
time
a
back
really
on,
tough
22.
call for a referee under the old situation. If he hadn't been able to call on someone upstairs to have a look.
And time's gone by. They've given those, and haven't they? It was at the New Zealand Maori against the Springboks a long, long time ago.
Yeah, Colin Beckett was. Everyone except the ref thought it had missed. Got a 12-all draw out of it. Napier.
Carter's kick goes down to Matfield. Charging at the All Black defence. Now Stain. He's just added a bit, hasn't he? Francois Stain. Now January feeds it off. Here goes Stain again. He's still got it. The All Blacks didn't put him down the first time. Now January. Berger had to wait. January once more. Moved on by de Villiers. Duplessis. Kicked through by Jacobs. Nicely done by Sivi Batu. Brought that one under control. Ellis back for Carter. Forced onto the right boot, but it doesn't matter. He still gets good distance. Montgomery gets his first touch. Not a very effective kick. Williams had a towering game tonight, Artie Williams. Now Ellis. Carter flings it wide. Muliaina. All Blacks looking to move it. Greg Somerville, good hands.
Great hands.
Gives it off to Wolf. Tries to waltz through the tackle of Stain. Almost did so. Now Nonu carries it on. Just on their own side of halfway with Ellis. Carter. Across to Lauaki. Kano. Good, strong run by Jerome Kano. Lauaki snaps it up. Andrew Hoare. Busting his way through tackles as he can do. Good period here by the All Blacks. Ellis again. Now Carter to Smith. Down he goes on his back. Looks to lay it back quickly. Does so. Ellis again. Lobs it over the top. Nonu. That's the 22-metre line just to the left is Ellis. Now it's Muliaina. All of the All Blacks getting involved here.
They've got good numbers and they can get it quickly.
Away goes Ellis again. Kano. Lauaki has to hang on. Gave it back to Ellis. Intercepted by de Villiers. He's the champion at that. And the All Blacks get a free kick. Now they might consider a scrum here. And I think Rodney So'oialo says, let's just slow this down a bit. And maybe a scrum.
Timely intervention there by Percy Montgomery. Relentless attacking play by the All Blacks. Springboks defending it.
Yeah, just side to side, being very patient, using big players out of midfield. Kano and Loaki just to run it up.
Regular time in the black jersey seems to be bringing the best out of Jerome Kano. Change coming up in the forwards for the Springboks. Here's that one in the All Blacks that we were talking about. Sivivatu off for McDonald, and big Andreas Becker, who's, oh man, probably played in that game we were talking about in 1981, about to come on. I imagine it would have to be for Matfield.
Stay here, don't climb up on it. Don't climb up on it.
11 minutes remaining.
Touch, pause, engage.
Coach is going to the bench on a regular basis now. Is snapped up by Lauaki, looking to hand Joanne Smith off. Good charge again. Now it's carried on by Ellis. All Blacks not able to shift the Springboks very far. Andrew Hoare ploughs a metre or two. Sitting there at the back of the wall with Soliano. Free kick again.
You get a chance of that because he doesn't move.
Ellis taps and goes. Lauaki got through the first one, and good work again. Bismarck Duplessis, and away goes Joanne Smith. But a big tackle on him, and hello, we've got a problem. All Blacks have taken it smartly, though. They're not worried too much about the problem. Here goes Nonu. Oh, early tackle and a penalty.
So there are scuffles breaking up all over the place. Berger might be lucky to stay on. He's staying on.
Thank you.
Oh, they'll go for the shot, surely. Give them a bit more of a buffer.
Nonu makes a little break here. Just look at the early tackle here on Leon McDonald. The ball never arrived.
You can see the wee smile from McDonald. Well, maybe Berger thought he'd already got it. He might have been blindsided. If you're a loose forward, I guess you never give him a second chance, do you? So what it's going to do, it's going to give the All Blacks a good buffer.
Yes, 19-8 if this goes over, an 11-point lead. Springboks so far haven't been able to score in the second half, and we're just 9 minutes away from the finish of this game. Of course, they go round again next week. Carisbrook in Dunedin. It'd be great to be back in Dunedin for a rugby test. Carter's kick. All Blacks ahead by 19 points to 8.
Just on Carter, Tony, he's had a great game again, hasn't he? He's got the players around the field. He's defended very well. His leadership skills have come out. He's in great form.
He's kept the defence guessing too. Just little delays, little feints. Kicked well with both feet. Just one early penalty miss, but it's been a good night for him. Change being made at hooker for the All Blacks. Mialamu on for Hoare, who has been all industry and bustle.
Kick-off made. Springboks. Knocked back on the All Black side and into the arms of Thorne. And big Brad Thorne charges still going. 5 metres from halfway. Ellis for Carter. Carter in traffic. Lauaki. Nice push off. Still going. Get out of my road, he says. And they do largely. Ellis. Again Carter. Probing across field but runs into Duplessis. Springboks might fancy their chances here. I think they've got it. January for Berger. Stain lobs the pass to Jacobs. Smith, he won't miss him. Conrad Smith is such a dependable defender these days. January. Now Montgomery, and in desperation really, just hoofs it downfield. And I think it's worked out all right. but it really was an option that was forced upon him. There were no others.
Well, he had some players outside him, but they were flat-footed. They're behind the advantage line. Plenty of experience. He just says, we'll go downtown. There's Luaki. Will gets put into a wee bit of space by the Carter pass. Luaki, bit of a question mark as to his form, but he's played pretty well since he's been on.
Time ticks by. Official attendance tonight, 36,568. And they've been rewarded with a tremendous game. They've also been rewarded, Drakey, with the rain stopping, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. I won't be worrying about that. The rugby's been so intense, I don't have to worry about that stuff.
Kano wins the line out for the All Blacks. Now here's Kevin Mialamu. Injected into the All Black side. Ellis. Back for Carter. Change of direction, but kicking it straight to Habana. That's always a dangerous practice. But the All Blacks have come up in a nice line. And Somerville and Thorne together. They've rolled him over. And the All Blacks have got it. Well, they should have it. And they've got a penalty.
He's rolled this way, he's played the ball.
Now, Carter might consider it from here. He has got a bit of a breeze. He might give it some thought.
Interesting that
he's pulled it back in.
he's given a penalty here, so he's ruled that a professional foul, I suppose.
Persistent infringing, I guess, in that area. Carter plugging for the touch.
Well, he gets cleaned up, Habana there. They've rolled him there. He's hanging on.
Namir Tialata on in front of his home crowd to replace Greg Somerville.
Another tremendous game from Somerville. His 60th Test match tonight. Of course, he is New Zealand's most capped prop forward. And another change as well, Tony.
Yeah, Jimmy Cowan on in 20 for Andy Ellis. I can tell you that the wind has arrived. It is blowing fit to bust out there now. Swirling around the stadium.
Just over 5 minutes left with Mialamu to throw. Williams stretching, but it's been tipped away from him. It's very untidy. And Habana hoofs it away downfield. Cowan goes after it quickly, looking for the quick throw.
Well, it's difficult when you're throwing the ball in because it's naturally going to go to the Springbok side.
Somebody in the 5. Got to have somebody here. Must be somebody there. 2 metres away.
Has to be somebody inside that 5. So that position taken up by Conradi. Ola Conradi is there now. Charged. Here's a chance for Dan Carter. Habana and Carter. Probably Habana, but Dan Carter says, why don't you have a look at it?
The try has been scored, please.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I think the ball, I thought Habana made up the space. Look at Habana's face. Look at Carter's. I think the ball might have skewed towards Carter at the last minute.
All Blacks look pretty confident, but having said that, they're waiting.
Yeah, they haven't gone back to halfway.
No.
I just thought the ball might have just taken a bit of a turn. No. That's Habana's, you'd have to say.
Yeah, he got first hands on it, didn't he?
Carter's got his hands on it too, but you'd have to say that'll favour Habana.
This is where the ball is. The ball's got to come across. Take the ball across.
Good save by Habana. If indeed he has saved it, I reckon he's grasped it.
And I think he's in goal, so it's a 22, isn't he? I don't think he took it back. He forced it down on the line. I don't think it was carried back.
So George Ayoub, who's had a few decisions to make tonight, will come up with something here.
Just seeing if it's carried over, Stewie, because he hasn't scored the try.
Okay.
It's been grounded by Green, but I want to see if the Green player has carried it over the goal line.
All right, thank you very much.
Hang on.
So now he wants to know the try hasn't been
Green,
scored.
we're seeing it's been carried over.
Wants to know whether it's been carried back.
Stewie?
Yes.
The ball ball has been carried over the goal line by Green. It's a 5-metre scrum to Black.
Okay, no try, carried over, 5 metre.
What do you think, Nisba? I didn't think that was right, but anyway.
Yeah, I think it's probably a bit hard done by, but the All Blacks will take it.
You bet. Now here's a great opportunity, isn't it? Because the Springboks have got to be back behind the goal line. In the defence, tailor-made for Laki if they can get a decent scrum on.
It's a bit of a messy one, but it's been snapped up by Jimmy Cowan. Now here's So'ialo, the skipper, getting him behind him, driving him to the line. Knocked down. Good call, Stu Dickinson, right there. Brad Thorne doing his best.
They got the momentum, but he just got rolled on his back, didn't he? Just as he was going over. Rodney So'ialo, he's had a great game too, the skipper. New skipper, playing 7. He could play anywhere, this bloke, I think.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Yeah, they've got a decent blind. McDonald's at the top of the screen. He's over the other side, sitting in there. Tough to defend if they can get a decent scrum.
Carter standing wide. Nonu and Smith and Wolf blindsided. It's a big blindside. They're going to take a free kick. Cowan takes it. Away goes Jimmy Cowan. Now Kano throwing himself at the line. Springboks hold him out. Now Tialata. Nialamu wants his hands on the ball. Getting some assistance from Williams. All Blacks moving it closer. And finally, the Springboks get a free kick. All Blacks didn't release, so Stain takes it, bangs it away, and boy, that wind really has got up. It is struck with a vengeance.
Hard to see who it's favouring. I mean, looking at the flags, you'd almost say it's favouring the Springboks. Certainly down that part of the ground. It's coming from the south, but I think it's just swirling around the stadium.
Well, thankfully, just 2 minutes remaining.
I think we'll be pretty lucky with the weather, you know.
I think so.
Think about what they're getting down south.
Well, a lot of people will be watching this match sitting in their lounge with snow outside. It's been a pretty rough couple of days throughout the whole country as Jimmy Cowan flings it away. Lauaki, who's been powerful since he came on. Ball is up off the ground. Springboks having a rip at it, but now Cowan frees it up to Carter, lobs it out to Conrad Smith, looking to straighten it up. Haven't been too many gaps either way in midfield as Nonu gives it up to Nialamu. Nonu looking to fight his way through a couple of tackles. Springboks counter-rucking. Good work by Mujati. And now, charged by Watson. There's Becker. Carter couldn't take him down. Bounces off. Springboks in possession.
Box will be thinking about a bonus point here.
Conradi, Ndungani.
Thank you.
Conradi once more. Up it goes to big Andres Becker. Now Bullock Conradi. Stain. Flings it wide. Abana knocked it on.
Just driving through.
Stain, he favours the missed pass, doesn't he? It does create some space, but it is easy to defend against. That time with Barney, well, he might have taken his eye off the ball. I'm not sure. The conditions are getting pretty ropey out there.
So just seconds remaining in the first match of the Tri-Nations this season.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage. Stay on.
Lauaki for Cowan. Another powerful kick. Montgomery's not going to catch this. And in fact, it's probably going to go dead. And they'll have to go all the way back from where Dan Carter kicked this, which was around about his own 10-metre line. And the Springboks might have time to feed a scrum.
Midfield. Has the hooter gone, Tony? Have you heard it or not? I haven't heard it.
No, I don't think so.
There you go. So they'll get a chance.
Yep, they'll get a chance to grab that bonus point.
Touch, pause, engage.
All Blacks finish with a powerful scrum, but now Luke Watson brings it away. Habana, not a good pass, and Ndungani can't hang on to it. And he's knocked it on, and that will be the end of the match. And the All Blacks throw their hands aloft. They've had to work hard for it, but it is well deserved. Rodney So'oialo comes up with a win, first time as skipper, and the All Blacks have prevailed by 19-8.
Yes, and they keep the unbeaten record. A lot of pressure coming into the game, rearranged loose forward. Problem maybe with Ali Williams' ankle. They came through it very well. Superb game, you'd have to say, from the Springboks. A lot of pressure in the first half particularly. Couldn't quite match the intensity after half-time. All Blacks scored early, and I think that was the difference. Then they just kind of played down the right end of the field. Carter got them round the paddock superbly. Changes for the Springboks late, but it wasn't enough.
Smiles and handshakes all round, but they'll do it again at Carisbrook next week. But first blood in the Tri-Nations to the All Blacks. It's not easy to win away from home in this competition, and the Springboks will have been aware of that coming into this game. They still haven't won in New Zealand since 1998, when they won at Athletic Park in Wellington. Jerome Kano had a big game tonight at number 8.
Oh, he did. And Thompson too. He was good at the ruck and the maul. There's not much between these two sides. 50-50 balls, sometimes like that, but the pressure and the intensity, you'd have to say, from both sides was fantastic. All Blacks probably just had the slight edge all the time. They scored early and they just kept that momentum going.
Well, it's got a bit chilly now, but the All Blacks will be feeling pretty good about that. They were under a fair bit of pressure coming into this game.